Let's get this whole thing rocking, guys. Excited. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's take a look at what's happening inside markets here today. Let's take a look at what's happening on Twitter. Let's take a look at what's happening just in general here. Okay, guys? Let me see if I can pull it up right now. Let's take a look at X. Let me lower this just a little bit here so we can... Let me get the Batman live stream here. I feel like this is a lot more chill. Okay, so let's take a look at news here. Let's take a look at news. Obviously, we'll kind of see what's happening here. I was supposed to trade this morning here today, guys. I wasn't feeling the best, so I just didn't. FOMC meetings in minutes here. Let's take a look at what the news event kind of broke down here. Fed officials see rate hike ahead if inflation stays elevated. Wow. Really now? Really now? That should be very bullish for Dixie and bearish for SPX. They see rate hike ahead. "50 basis points." They'll maybe cut to prop up the stock market into the stratosphere before midterm elections. Issue, Iran war, oil still being up highs. Guys, we're gonna have to hike rates here. It's just a key given fact. This thing here, like, we're on the verge of hiking rates. There's no other way around it here. Right? Lower when it's clear that inflation is moving back to the Fed's 2% target. I mean, the 2% target, I see what they're talking about here, but it doesn't look like the Fed is ever going to move to that 2% target. And if they are, they're not going to do that anytime soon here. So I don't believe in that. 3 of the 4 no votes came from regional presidents. I mean, is the Strait still closed? Because inflation is skyrocketing here. They're forced to hike. Is the Strait of Hormuz still closed? That's my question here. Because everyone's talking about a potential hike, but is the Strait still closed? Is the $1 million question here. Because if the Strait is still closed, then we're done.
Iraq, how long were you in Iraq? 12 years? You were in Korea for 7 years. World War II is different, that was 4 years. I'm in for 3 months, and much of it's been ceasefire, so. And you know what? You lost hundreds of thousands of soldiers in these various wars. In 2 wars, Venezuela, where we lost nobody, and here, we lost 13 people. Now, 13 people is 13 too much, but we lost 13 people. In other wars, you lost hundreds of thousands of people.
Did it take longer than you expected it would to make a deal with Iran?
Well, let's put it this way. You were in Vietnam 19 years, right? You were in Afghanistan and these other places 10 years. You were in Iraq. How long were you in Iraq? 12 years. You were in Korea for 7 years. World War II is different. That was 4 years. I'm in for 3 months, and much of it's been ceasefire, so. And you know what? You lost hundreds of thousands of soldiers in these various wars.
The UAE are gonna bypass the Strait of Hormuz, which is interesting. We still haven't gotten any type of official answer here. This might be it right here.
It's right on the borderline, believe me. If we don't get the right answers, it goes very quickly. We're all ready to go. We have to get the right answers. It would have to be a complete 100% good answers. And if we do, we save a lot of time, energy, and lives, most importantly.
How long would you wait?
Could go very quickly. Or a few days. It could be a few days, but it could go very quickly. Iran is a defeated nation. We're dealing with some people, and we're dealing, actually, I must tell you, we're dealing with some very good people. We're dealing with people that are, I think, far more reasonable than the people that are really no longer with us. We're dealing with some people with talent, with good brain power, and we're pretty impressed by it. So hopefully those people will make a deal that's going to be great for everybody. But I don't know. I don't know. Do I get what? I never. So I can say.
Yeah, so just the reality is, guys, like I don't see this lightening up anytime soon here. I'd be shocked if they do still increase, either A, keep buying bonds, if the market keeps buying treasuries to make the market go higher. I would be shocked if that happens, but hey, you know, you never know. And then also, there is a good point. I did forget about the midterms here. The midterms might actually affect markets for sure. But long term, with rate hikes coming in, you're going to see massive market downturns. Sometime here, if it's in May, maybe June or July, when markets tend to slow down a ton. It's actually interesting because you don't have any news here. May tends to be kind of dead because the news starts to slow down. You don't really have too much news here. But let's look at this here. We actually have a nice area of a mitigation and a swipe of liquidity to the upside, which is good. It looks like we actually might head lower now. So tomorrow, I might want to look for some sells here, just because we didn't break structure here. Looks like we're creating lower lows. This right here looks like a complete complex pullback to potentially head lower. So Dixie right now, let's take a look at it. Dixie skyrocketed from that previous zone from Monday, came back today, swiped the low just below the previous low of that at 4 a.m. and now is looking to start the rally. We still need to fill in this gap here. So I expect prices tomorrow to be bearish. Very bearish tomorrow. Yeah, so I expect prices tomorrow to be bearish. For sure bearish. Let's take a look at SPX here. Okay. So kind of the same thing here, right? We're seeing the same kind of breakout. See that right there? Beautiful. Swipe of liquidity here to the high, break of structure here. Let's break this down. Let's go right here, BOS. You get the liquidity right here. See that? This right here, most likely sell off by tomorrow. Closed price. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. That's what we're aiming for tomorrow. So realistically, this is what we're looking for, because I'm looking for more sells here. Just based off structure. There's a gap here, a little bit of a gap. Hopefully by tomorrow. We'll see how markets react tomorrow here. This swipe of liquidity, I would like for price to kind of come here and start to sell off like right around that zone. I think that would be great. A good sell-off in that area would be amazing. This is kind of what I'm expecting tomorrow. That low. We will trade it tomorrow and see how it goes. Yeah, it came back to this zone here. Kind of called this earlier. Great sell. I'm looking at another sell setup here. Wow, this thing came literally to our zone here earlier. When was this? What time? 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock? Market open. Already breaking structure here on the 1 hour. Yeah, this today was for sure a buy to then obviously sell. Easy sell, guys. You know what I actually really do like about markets sometimes? Like, I don't like it too much, but what I like is, like, when you have no news, it's very clean price action. So what does that mean? And a lot of you guys might be like, John, what does that mean when it's clean price action? It means that you'll still have some swipe of liquidity, but it means that closing price, like a closing candle, will be less volatile, and the price will be more clean. Like, the setups will be clean, and you won't expect them to be as volatile. A lot of times, let's say if we would have a news event tomorrow, that news event might push us down here and then push us back up and then push us back down. You see what I'm saying? But tomorrow, what I expect here, most likely to happen here, is, yeah, price will probably push back up and then probably drop on us here, unless we have a close above this zone. But price is usually cleaner here. You see what I'm saying? The swipe of liquidity isn't too massive here. It literally just barely touches that, and then the sell comes. That's what usually happens when you're, trading in clean price structure. Like, this is very clean because of there's not too much news. You see what I'm saying? A lack of news makes price cleaner. So yeah, I'm expecting more sells here. Wow, Russell too, actually. Yeah, you see that right there? Russell probably most likely with sells. Yeah, coming in shortly. Tomorrow I will trade. I don't like trading Asian session, but you can definitely expect that tomorrow morning. I would expect it for sure. Gold volatility dropping. Let's look at SPX volatility. Still not where I want to see it. It's coming back down. Not where I want to see it. I want to see gold volatility skyrocket. That's what I want. I want to see, not gold volatility. I want to see the SPX volatility index skyrocket. We get a huge jump here in this volatility. You will see SPX drop tremendously. Yeah, yields are still, government 10-year yield is still moving dramatically to the upside. More dramatic than I even thought. Yeah. Wow. That thing just broke 2-day structure. Daily structure here, daily structure here. Yeah. We're going to January 2025 levels. It's not good. That's terrible. Not good here. Looks like price might come back down. Probably what I'm looking at here with the yield. Still on external structure too. That is what I'm looking for. This thing will rocket. Higher it goes, the more bearish we are. Wow, oil dropped today. Finally, wow. It's finally moving. This thing's been constantly doing its thing back and forth. Can't stand it, to be honest. Still hasn't broken downward structure though. 8 hour, 4 hour, no close. You see that? It looks like it wants to rally here. It's just there hasn't been a close of a low. We're still technically in a bullish. We're still technically bullish here for oil. Area to respect. This is the area to respect. This gap has yet to fill either, but obviously this area it still needs to respect here. There we go. Gold is finally getting to my zone. Let's go. Let's go. I might want to wait till tomorrow, but this thing is looking really good here. $10 a.m. hit today. Easy buy. Mitigation internally. Buy up. To be honest, it's overbought completely. I would probably take this trade in the next couple hours. You'll probably start to see a drop in the next hour, 2 hours here. This thing looks good. It looks really, really, really good for a sell. I like the way it looks. Let's look at external structure. Yep, 3 hour looks okay. Don't really like the way the hour looks, I'm not gonna lie. I like it when price close below. I like it when price does close below, close above, which I don't like. It's probably mitigating this zone here, not this zone. See that? It's really mitigating this candle. Not this candle. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna grab some water real quick. Wait. I would wait for this for just a bit until Asian session starts to run in the next 2 hours here. Wait for Asian. If not, if you don't feel comfortable, wait for New York. We will trade New York tomorrow. I'm going to sleep early so we can trade to New York tomorrow. I've been waking up. We're going to bed very, very late. Let's look at USD CAD here. USD CAD's back in that buy zone here. Honestly, it just doesn't have enough liquidity for me to be excited about it. Like, what is USD CAD ranging right now? Like, really? $50 pips? I mean, shit. There's nothing to really get from USD CAD right now. Even though Dixie's gonna push this thing higher. So USD CAD is gonna run. To be honest, it's gonna run. And you might say, John, why is it gonna run? It's gonna run because at the end of the day, Dixie's bullish. If it comes back down here, I would take it. It's gonna break this. I think it almost did break structure. If you want a long-term swing, guys, this is where USD CAD is going. That specific zone. So look for a pullback. Probably look at one tomorrow here. We'll look for some buys on USD CAD. Just a swing. We could look at GU here. You came up, went down, went back to this area. Look at that. You see this right here? I don't like to say, like, I don't like to swear here, but this is like bull crap. This is when you're entering low volatility in the markets here. So the last 5 days, we've had 60 pips. That right there is not a trending market. That is known as what? A consolidating market. It means markets are consolidating dramatically. And because of that, to be brutally honest, it's not even worth trading sometimes when it's like that. Make sense? Not even worth it. I wouldn't even touch USD CAD because of it. I'd rather touch gold. You're gonna get a higher ROI from that than anything. You know? Even GU looks better than USD CAD. Look at our Bitcoin trade. Wow, it's finally getting to my sell zone. Wow, the markets have been freaking slow. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's been some moves here, but it's been taking forever. Markets tend to slow down in May regardless. So you'll start to see that for sure. Wait for the swipe here. Nothing too interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Nothing too interesting yet that I'm seeing in markets today.
prepping like they've been doing the last like 2 months. They have buying, a lot of them have been buying dry foods, buying generators. A lot of them have been trying getting like dry foods, rice, like beans, like all this stuff I've been delivering. And when I deliver, they're like, oh, put in a garage. One of this other guy, he has his whole entire garage built out. And when I asked him why is he doing it, he's just like my gut feeling. So I don't know what they're being prepped for. Why are they buying so many of the emergencies, like, but they're buying a lot. They're prepping.
And you better get ready for hard times. Bankruptcy situation. All the major nations are lined up for it. The globalists had positioned us for that. Trump was making real efforts to derail that because the rest of them at levels never before seen, Democrats and Republicans, and and delivery and they're all hightailing it to the hills.
Beans, like all this stuff I've been delivering. And when I deliver, they're like, oh, put in a garage. One of this other guy, he has his whole entire garage built out. And when I asked him, why is he like $2-3 million? And they're prepping for something, not to leave or go anywhere, just like to stay in. They're prepping. That's highly suspicious. What do you guys think?
This is an emergency transmission from FEMA Region 6.
Holy shit. I can't believe Tucker Carlson said this.
Controls now also the Hormuz pathway and the terror ring that it created in the Middle East. Maybe it would be even worse for any citizens in the world, not only in Israel, but also in the United States. And this is exactly what Donald Trump said. He said that the United States would have been in danger. So you don't believe Donald Trump?
I don't believe Donald Trump, and I also think as an Israeli, you should pause before using the phrase terror regime, since you live in a country that just murdered thousands of children in Gaza. We should all pull back a little bit on the rhetoric.
Maybe you're wrong by not seeing what is very blunt truth, that if the United States would cave in to Iran terror regime that controls now
Yeah, this whole thing right now is one huge shit show. Next week we'll actually get more volatility, but this week has been very slow. Very slow. And I expected it too. You know, guys, I did say that May is usually a slow month. Meta stocks have been skyrocketing from earnings though. Look at what AI is doing to the market. You know, look at the rallies here from all the areas I talked about. Meta is the only one a little bit behind. All right, guys, this sums up our call today. Tomorrow we'll trade a little bit more here and see if we can get something going. That's kind of what I'll kind of go into. U.S. equities are relief. Risk-off assets are skyrocketing right now. Let's look at COTs. Gold's going to hit a bottom here soon, so we're going to start wanting to buy after this next sell. So is USD CAD. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.